We're stepping aside from some of the major issues of the world right now, the politics, the geopolitical things, the wars that are happening, to talk about a couple stories in the next couple days that are more closer to home. Some will be more fun and more of a sign of the times, but this one right here, unfortunately, a sign of the times, a sign of times gone by, legacies that are no longer worth the effort. Two legacy job boards, specifically CareerBuilder and Monster, from the late 1990s, back in the day when going online to find a job seemed like the thing to do. They merged in September of 2024 to sort of keep themselves alive by a group called Apollo Group and Randstad. They are now owned by one group, and less than a year later, they are now CareerBuilder plus Monster, and they are filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the District of Delaware court June 24th, the day that actually was filed. The company estimates its assets between 50 million and 100 million against liabilities against 100 million to 500 million. So it's not too far off from what it owes, but it's so far off and not making the, let's say, career moves it should be doing to really keep going. What exactly are they selling for the bankruptcy process? They're going to sell pieces. The core business unit is going to kind of be around, but it's basically splitting the job board into jobs.inc. It's going to be the new head of the job board. No longer is there a Monster. No longer is there a CareerBuilder. It's jobget.inc, so it still exists. Monster media sites, including themilitary.com and fastweb.com, are going to go to a company called valnet.inc. Yes, they have actual media in the background. And the government sites, which are software agencies for federal governments, are going to ValCorp, another company. So we'll see if they lose those contracts with what's going on in the government as well. Sales are structured to permit the higher bids for court supervision in what will be left. The CEO, Jeff Furman, framed the filing as a response to what he quoted as saying a challenging and uncertain macroeconomic environment. And despite a robust sales process in place to sell the assets, they actually believe that Chapter 11 will help preserve the value of the jobs that are there. Now, the downturn comes from subscriptions to the sites, stiff competition from other platforms, LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, and other job sites that use AI bots to basically flood applications into the weakened revenue. There are so many applications on these sites, and most of them aren't for actual jobs. Most of them are what they call ghost jobs that just are sort of there because it makes it seem like you're thriving if you seem like you're hiring. In actuality, you call for the job, you never get a call back. That's what's happening out there. And CareerBuilder plus Monster can't compete in the new style like they did in the old ways when they actually were the kings on the court. A court supervised sale could unlock value, efficiency, and fairly for these places other than what's going on in the actual market. And buyers who focus on specific niches can actually buy these pieces and work them to some better courses using assets that are good, and they may secure $20 million in debt in debtor in possession financing, which can help them go through in little bits. The problem are job cuts. When you kill a company and split it through ways, job cuts will happen. They have to reduce their workforce, which is always painful. A quote from the CEO as well. Fragmenting the sales assets, so that means dissolution of the actual brand. And buyers may struggle to make these things work. These are not legacy things that people are really looking for as a way to feel good about themselves. These are assets that in pieces may work to something, but in the market for jobs, where the job market and going online for jobs, there's so many other ways to go online and look for jobs and just sift through them. And as I said already, most of the major job boards that are big, larger actions like that, they're filled with jobs that don't exist. So people are not going to CareerBuilder or Monster and might not go to the new job site because they know the jobs don't actually exist. Very stark shift in the once dominant platforms as they basically brought the thing together. Monster and CareerBuilder, where people went to learn about all the new jobs that are out there in a nice, easy, simple way that was just much simpler than sifting through a bunch of different newspapers, going through the one ads, or when Craigslist came about as well. It was organized. It was in many ways platformed, so it worked out well, and you capitalize on what's going on. Now, maybe some investors can capitalize on the leftover assets, even if those assets don't seem to be meaning of much. I mean, the web properties may be something on one end, but on the end, the actual job sites had their day. And we can see from right now, their day is probably long past. We hope the best for the people who work at these places and that something good can come about them and the buyers can actually get something from these and not just trash them for whatever, use them to just use for, logos and whatnot. But it is the end of an era as we see CareerBuilder plus Monster and CareerBuilder.com go away. mostly for good.